way to 20 straight professional wins. Sean, he is making some adjustments.
Yeah, Al, this is a fighter that was a great amateur fighter from Poland. So he has the European style. That's a style that you stand up kind of like John L. Sullivan did.
Better back up.
And you throw your punches real straight. Well, now they've been working with him to try to Americanize his style. And in doing that, Lou Duva has got him lowering his center of gravity, moving forward behind his punches, thrusting his body forward with his shots, trying to increase his power. Now, as a heavyweight, you know, the one thing that he must have in this division is some kind of power. When he's moving forward, he's able to roll with the punches as well as deliver hard shots himself.
Well, he has been delivering hard shots. He has had 5 fights in 1994 for a total of 6 rounds. And tonight, he'll be going up against Darren Hayden, who takes this fight on just 4 days' notice, subbing for Jesse Ferguson, who's ill. Hayden probably presents Golota with more danger. We saw Hayden 3 weeks ago take apart Kim Yul-Odom. Hayden, who works with champions and top contenders, separates himself from other sparring partners trying to make it on their own.
They lose the desire of to win, really. You know, me myself, I look at myself as a winner. You know, I look at myself as a person with high self-esteem. You know, the guy that can shine also. You know, like can be the Mike Tyson's, the Sugar Ray Leonard's, you know. I always looked at those guys as inspiration, you know what I'm saying? So I want to be the same as those, and I don't think that I want to just be a punching bag for the rest of my career. If I have to, I just get out.
And checking out these two fighters on the tail of the tape, Golota at 241 pounds, and this is the heaviest he has weighed in a fight. And Darren Hayden also at a heavyweight at 238, but he gives up height and reach. We are fighting here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and here are the Nevada rules. Standing 8 count is not in effect. That a major rule here in Nevada. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Saved by the bell only in the final round, and scoring on the 10-point must-scoring system. We're ready for the introductions. Let's go up to our ring announcer in the black tuxedo with the green accessories. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Biro.
Ladies and gentlemen, Budweiser presents the next bout of the evening, 10 rounds heavyweights. Your referee for this event from Las Vegas, Nevada, Jay Nady. Introducing now the principals. Introducing in the red corner, wearing the black trunks, silver accessories, he weighs 238 pounds. His professional record, 13 wins, 1 defeat, 1 draw. He has 7 knockouts. He hails from Columbus, Ohio, Diamond D, Darren Hayden. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks, red trim, he weighs 241 pounds. He is undefeated in 20 professional bouts. He has 18 knockouts. He hails from Warsaw, Poland, and now makes his home in Chicago, Illinois, Andrew Golota. 10 rounds heavyweights.
Andrew, I gave you instructions in the dressing room. Do you have any questions? We have 10 rounds. Let's go to work.
I don't know what that may have meant to Andrew Golota. We have 10 rounds. He has gone beyond the 3rd round on only 2 occasions. His longest fight has been 8, but he has 11 first-round knockouts and 5 in the 2nd round. But tonight he takes a little bit of step up against a Darren Hayden, relative unknown, but Hayden, who has been a sparring partner for Vander Holyfield, Bone Crusher Smith, Lennox Lewis, Ray Mercer, Oliver McCall, to name a few. But as you heard, he says, I am no sparring partner with sparring partner syndrome. He has been put in a lot of fights as an opponent, but he keeps on winning these fights, and he's undefeated in his last 8. And he whacked out a fighter who has sparring partner syndrome, and Kim Golota in his last fight, and he is a very strong and durable young man, a guy who has never been knocked off his feet. So supreme test here for Golota, who has that super knockout record.
Oh yeah, Darren Hayden said, I did the sparring partner thing. He said, now my time has come. And with the success of Oliver McCall winning the heavyweight championship of the world, Darren thinks that his time is now, and his time is tonight.
Well, Hayden can't stand right in front of Golota because he's going to get the shots.
And he said he knew that. He said, my style is a boxer brawler. I like to brawl. It is a more enjoyable way to fight. The rounds go by faster, but I'll tell you, with a big puncher like Andrew Golota, you cannot stand in there, especially the first 3 rounds. 18 KOs in the first 3. If Hayden can get past that 3rd round, and he wants to bring Andrew Golota out to the deep sea and make him drown himself.
Which means, like here in the first round, why is he standing in front of him?
Again, he likes to fight this way. No, it's not the right way to fight Andrew Golota, but it's fun to fight that way.
Fun for a sparring partner.
Yes. But look at the hands up around the face, blocking the shots.
Hayden comes off a couple of good wins this year, beat undefeated Al Williams and also Big Greg Payne, a victory for Hayden. And he has taken some heavy shots here early from the 26-year-old Golota, who is making his way up the ladder. He's now ranked number 21 by the WBC. Oh, and Hayden does go down. For the first time in his career, he was fighting with fire, and he pays the price. Hey, go again.
Now that's the problem you have when you go in, asking yourself, I wonder if this man can punch. Mouthpiece comes flying out, buys a few extra seconds for Darren Hayden.
Strategically comes out of the mouth.
Good move from Hayden. Gets him a few extra seconds. He'll wash that mouthpiece off.
And there is Jerry Page, the gold medalist, the '84 Olympics in the United States. He is the trainer of Hayden. Hayden now trying to tie up Golota, who's looking for his 12th first-round knockout. Hayden with the hold, still 20 seconds to go. Golota has some room. Hayden in trouble. And now Hayden fights back. He is looking to hear that bell.
He's hearing him now. He's hearing a lot of bells. The right hand, the punch that did the damage, but the left hook put him on the canvas.
But he survives the first round.
Darren Hayden visits the canvas in that first round, and here's why. Watch, the big punches. The left hook actually knocked the mouthpiece out, but the right hand did the damage, and down over Darren Hayden. The first time that he's been down in his career.
Look how tight Hayden is coming out for this second round. He has played right into the hands of Golota.
This is sparring partner syndrome. Lay against the ropes, your hands up around your face, but I've never talked to a fighter who will admit that he has sparring partner syndrome.
Hayden is just not moving.
Right. When you get hit, you have to react. They told him between rounds, Jerry Page said, use the right hand of the body and you have to move your head. You are not going to be in this fight if you do not move your head. Jerry Page right on. Former boxer. Realizes, oh, there it is. The right hand over the top. That's the punch you got to watch out for with Andrew Golota. When you start going to change a fighter's style, someone like Golota who spent his whole life with that European style, it is a dangerous thing to do. But I tell you, Lou Duva can do it where nobody else can. Lou Duva is a fantastic trainer. That's what he's done with Golota. But
well, he has had Hayden in his camp.
Yes,
sparring with some of his fighters.
Exactly. He
sparring with
trained Darren Hayden until 1991 when Darren Hayden started becoming a sparring partner. And
now Hayden goes downstairs and upstairs, and Golota standing in with him, taking a couple of shots.
And that sparring partner mentality is what I think Lou Duva was looking for in this fight. And Darren Hayden said, I have a surprise for them.
The only fighters to go the distance with Golota has been Big Robert Smith, who we saw in Bay St. Louis. and Marion Wilson have gone 6 and 8 respectively. Line on the ropes, Darren Hayden took this fight on 4 days' notice, but saw what a great opportunity this would be. But right now it has been all Andrew Golota.
4 days' notice, but Hayden says, I stayed in the gym after the win over Golota. A couple of combinations from Hayden. He said, I feel like I can go a strong 10.
And the crowd now getting behind the underdog, Hayden. And if Hayden gets through this round, perhaps the confidence will soar. Comes out a different fighter in the third.
You can't get through too many of these rounds. There's a good
He does rock Golota. And again, the left hand working for Hayden. Is this a new fight? Michael Chusky, who grew up in Poland with Andrew Golota. He's now living in Hamburg, and he just defeated Leon Zabarba for that WBO title, and he has come to Vegas to cheer on his good friend. Andrew Golota at the big first round put Hayden down twice, but Hayden showed a little rally late in that second round.
He came to life at the end of that second round. The final 10 seconds, Hayden threw a good left hook, and he followed it up with the right hand. But Hayden, fighting on the inside is a dangerous thing to do. This is the way he told me he was not going to fight. When you go in there trying to test big heavyweight's power, yeah, sometimes you may weather the storm, but you take the punches, and they hurt. Well, you know, with Golota, he is landing good right hands. If he can find the sweet spot, looks like Hayden's looking for that too. If he can find the sweet spot, then he'll be able to knock Hayden out. Hayden's mouth wide open. Good combination from Hayden. Hayden punching back. Look at the hands of Golota. Those arms are big. They're like tree trunks, but they get so heavy. The gloves feel so heavy. Especially when you're throwing real hard punches like Golota has been trying to do.
21st fight for Golota. This is only the 5th time he's been past the second round, so Darren Hayden hoping that the fight may change if he gets beyond this third. That he might have the advantage the longer it goes. There's a track and right by Hayden, and then comes underneath. So Hayden is getting his shots in.
Absolutely, and you know, Darren Hayden is feeling that. Look at the motion now of Hayden's body. This is like Golota was in the tape that we saw. The motion of his body going forward, whereas earlier it was standing up straight. And he wants for Golota to revert back to his old ways, the ways of the amateur, the Polish amateur, standing up straight so that Darren Hayden can get under him and then throw punches. That's where Darren Hayden has had his most effectiveness.
We'll see at this point if Golota shows any signs of tiring. 6'4", 241 pounds with an 80-inch reach. Andrew Golota certainly has the size to be a factor in the heavyweight division. Now trying to adjust from the European style to more of the American style.
The size, but look at the hands now. This is a different fighter. And it's only the third round.
Scheduled for 10. We will pause now for a word from your local cable systems. As Hayden goes down in the closing seconds.
6, 7, 8. You okay? Come here. You ready to fight?
This is what happened at the end of the round in the closing seconds. Our apologies. We get locked in at times to local commercials around the country. And Darren Hayden takes that straight shot, but able to get up and respond pretty quickly. And the fight continues into the 4th round.
Yeah, he jumped right up, Al, and he may be still weary from that right hand at the end of the last round.
Sean, just as it seemed as if Hayden was getting in there and scoring and maybe tiring Golota.
Well, you know, that's what Golota was looking for, that sweet spot that we were talking about.
Hayden
found
relaxed.
it. He found it at the end of that last round. Now let's see if he can find it again. For Golota now, he's reverted back to his amateurish style, standing up more. Remember the difference in him in that first round? He's down low, he's moving forward, bobbing and weaving. One of the things that Lou Duva has been working with Andrew Golota on. But, you know, when you get in trouble, when you get hurt, you're out on your feet, sometimes you revert back to your old habits, your old ways.
3 rounds down, and Hayden 3 times down. A very relaxed Andrew Golota, just kind of walking away, not getting that pressure from Hayden.
No, and it may be Hayden who's catching his breath.
Waiting for the final seconds of this 4th round.
These two have heard bells ringing all night.
Joe Hitt coming up in our main event, the 3rd-ranked heavyweight in the world. And right now he is back in the locker room getting prepared. We'll also be speaking to George Foreman and Michael Moore, and a special guest will be joining us at ringside, besides Moore and Foreman, so it's got to be pretty special to be beside Moore and Foreman. Very special. All right, we're coming down to the final minute of round number 4. Hayden cracks Golota, and the pace has slowed down here in the 4th.
Really died this round. You know, Darren Hayden has a 21-inch neck. That is why he's able to take such good punches. The first time he's been down was in the 1st round of this fight. That's probably why. You know, he can feel the strength too inside. See how Golota kind of muscling around Hayden? Not only with his body, but he's also with his punches. Darren Hayden survived the early rounds. Twice in the 1st, once in the 3rd.
And the closing seconds of round 4. This is where Hayden got into trouble last round. But he will get through round number 4. And back to the corners, and we are here at ringside with a very special guest, as we had mentioned. The suspense reveals a man